Hi people, how are you? This is Yom Rishon after Shabbos. I hope you enjoyed your Shabbos. Now we're going to start where we were at, which is the point 29, right? On Emes Ve'emuna, which is truth and faith, on the Likutey Etsot of Rabbi Nachman and Rabbi Natan. Okay, Ikar Shlemut HaEmuna, the essential of the perfection of the faith, Hi al yedei shemekarvim rechukim LaHashem Yitbarach, is by the fact of getting people who are far away from Hashem close to Him, to getting people close to Hashem. V'zeh zochim al yedei ta'anit, and this we merit by the bias of ta'anit, by the fact of fasting. V'azai zochim al yedei achilato nityachel kedusha beruchu u'shchinte apin be'apin. And afterwards, by this fasting, we merit that by our eating, then HaKadosh Baruch Hu, blessed be He, Hashem, God, will be united with His Shekhinah, with His divine presence, face to face, like it is written in Likutey Moran, Torah Membet 42, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So see in Likutey Moran there, you'll see all the details. It's very beautiful. But this is the action guideline, which is Likutey Etsot. So we just keep it very straightforward. Lamed Mechamat she'en ha'emuna b'shlemut, because that the faith is not perfect or perfected. Al yedei zeh, by that, Rabim nichshalim b'taot ve'osim et hasibot emtzaim. Many people will take the mean that you use, and they will make it like the essential thing. We're going to give two examples between themselves and Hashem. For example, היינו שמאמינים בהשם יתברך, אבל מאמינים גם כן באמצעי ואומרים, this is to say that they trust in Hashem, they have faith in Hashem, but they also trust in some kind of intermediary of thing between them and Hashem. And they say שצריך לסיבות, that we absolutely need the means. היינו שמאמינים, למשל, for example, they have faith in Hashem, בהסיבה של פרנסה, but they say that actually the reason why you get parnasa is that you work, or that you study, or that you make a diploma, or that you make a business. I mean, this is the reason why you will get parnasa. And although that this is important, and the natural way to do is to make a keli, to make a recipient, to make a siba, to use a mean for parnasa. For example, to learn some kind of trade, or to do business, or those kind of things. Even so, we should not make it the principal thing, like the main thing. And here is going to explain it. And they say that the mean of the business, for example, this is the main thing. This is the reason why you will get parnasa. Like, for example, like, God forbid, like if God would not be able to give it to you, the parnasa, without this mean, or without a mean in general. בלא הסיבה של המשא ומתן, אין יכולת ביד השם יתברך ליתן להם פרנסה. Because say, you know what, if I cannot make business, then I won't get money. But this is not true. We saw so many things which were, so many examples which are completely contrary to that. Like, it's already 1,000 years that Hashem makes miracles for families, for people. And we clearly say that we cannot rely on miracles, but Hashem does miracles, and this you all know, like various stories and everything. If you don't know stories, I'll tell you one quickly. A few months ago, there was a couple of religious people in Jerusalem, and they really didn't have money, and they had a lot of children and everything. The situation was very hard. And once on a Saturday night, they went out with their children, and they were walking and wondering what they will do, but they had trust in Hashem, that Hashem will help them. And suddenly, the guy, he bought a lottery ticket. He said, you know what, why not? And he won 14 millions of shekels. Meaning that it is possible for Hashem to help. I mean, me, myself, I experienced some very miracles concerning parnasa, refuah. I saw miracles. I don't say that it happens every day, but I say that it does happen. It does happen, and the thing is, like, we cannot rely, right? The halakha is that we cannot rely on miracles, but also we cannot rely on the mean that you use to make something. And that's a very important thing to understand and to know, right? So if it is clear, it's good, and here we're going to continue. For example, also for the refuah, for the healing, they'll say, you know what, the medication that you'll take, this is the essential thing, and chaz v'shalom, and chaz v'chalila, God forbid, bli hasamim en yacholet biyad Hashem yitbarach lerapeh. And without the medication or the treatment that you'll use, Hashem cannot heal you. But this is false, as we saw also in this field. So many miracles that Hashem can heal without anything. And also sometimes people they will say, you know what, I have a headache, and without an akamol, HaKadosh Baruch Hu cannot give me a refuah. But this is a false thing, and somebody should be aware of that this is only ishtadlut that we make in the natural ways, but actually this is absolutely not the thing that heals you. And as long as this is clear, we are good. ואין הדבר כן, כי השם יתברך הוא הסיבה את כל הסיבות ועילת כל העילות, ואין צריך לשום סיבה. Because in reality, all this is not true, because HaKadosh Baruch Hu, He is the cause of all the causes, the reason of all the reasons, and He is the most elevated one, and we don't need any kind of mean between us and Hashem for Him to provide us. Neither in Parnasa, neither in Refuah, neither in anything. HaKadosh Baruch Hu can give you whatever you need without anything. Just believe in Him. Afterwards, what you will use as a mean, what ishtadlut, what effort you will make in a natural way, this is not in your hands. This is what will be present at the moment. But this is not the essential. This is only in ishtadlut, only something that you try, that you make. But don't believe in what you make, in what you do. Just believe in what Hashem is able to give you, because really, truly, He is able to give you everything without any involvement. Ve'iskenu from our part. Ve'iskenu be'elu hasibot, and the fact that we are involved in those means is just because we have to do it, like we said, not to rely on miracles, but tzarech la'amin be'Hashem yitbarach levad, but we need to trust only in God, ve'lo la'asot me'hasibot ikar, and not to make from the reasons the main thing. Okay, like this is written in Likutey Moran, Torah 42, Od Vav 6. Haklal hu, the general principle is shekol ma shanu asim, that everything that we do, and mitfilah, be it in prayer, and bilimud, be it in learning, limud Torah, ve'asiyat mitzvot, and also in the making of the mitzvot, hakol hu kedei sheitgaleh malchuto ve'emunato yitbarach. Everything that we do, like prayer, like Torah learning, and like good deeds, is all for the reign. How do we say the reign in English? The kingdom, the kingship of HaKadosh Baruch Hu should be revealed in the world, right? Is sovereignty. Okay, this is the word. The sovereignty of Hashem should be revealed more and more in the world, like it is written in Likutey Moran, Torah 77, right? Now, Lamed Bet 32. כשאדם חזק באמונתו מאוד, when a man is very, very strong in his faith, זוכה אחר כך לבוא אל השכל. He merits afterwards to understand with his intellect what he believed in. וכל מה שמחזק את עצמו באמונה יותר, and all that he reinforces himself in faith more and more, בא אל שכל יותר. He will get to an intellect in a more deep way. כי הדבר שהיה צריך מתחילה להאמין מחמת שלא הבין הדבר זוכה אחר כך להבינו בשכל. Because first of all, he did not understand things with his mind. But afterwards, because he has very strong faith, therefore he merits to understand things with his intellect afterwards. על ידי אמונתו החזקה, all that בזכות of his very strong faith, אך אחר כך, but afterwards, יש לו דברים גבוהים יותר שהם נסתרים ממנו, ואינו יכול להבינם בשכל. It means that first there is things who are hidden from you, but as we said before, like with the fear of Hashem, you'll know instinctively, you'll perceive from far what to believe in. Okay, now once you know that line, what to believe in, or at least what direction, you need to go in order to know what to believe in. Therefore, in that path, you will have things that you cannot see, that you cannot understand. But you will perceive them, you will distinguish that there is something here, you need to believe that it's here, Once you have this strong belief, you'll become more and more to see it with your own eyes until you understand it with the mind, with the intellect. And once you understand it, it's like if you move forward in that path, and therefore afterwards you will understand that you need to believe in new things that still won't be clear for you, won't be understandable with the intellect for you, but you'll still know that you have to believe in them until you have a very strong faith in them, and therefore after you'll understand it with the intellect, and so on forever. And then at this point you'll have new things to believe in, then you'll have to have to reinforce your faith in them. Like we explained, and afterwards you will have a strong belief, you'll understand those things with the intellect, and therefore there will be new things that you don't understand that you need first to believe, and then to understand, and then forever. But your faith needs to be very strong, very very strong, until that the faith will spread out in all your limbs, and therefore afterwards you'll be able to merit to come to an intellect to understand those things by the way of faith, as it is mentioned previously in Torah 91. This is the last paragraph, Bezrat Hashem, Lamed Gimel 33, Anitzachon eno sovel haemet. The Nitzachon, how can we say that? The desire to always win, to always have, to be the right, to always be right. So this character trait, this thing doesn't support truth, right? Ve'af im yivareru le'enav devar emet. And even if they prove to you something true to your own eyes, itche oto mechamad anitzachon. You will push it back and not accept it because of this fact that you always want to win and to be right, right? Therefore, the one who really wants the truth and the real truth, first he needs to take away from himself the desire always to win and to be the winner and to be the right. And therefore afterwards you'll be able until you take this out of yourself, you cannot see the truth really. But once you take this character trait, which is very bad, out of you, therefore afterwards you'll be able to see the truth if you want to, and to admit if you're wrong. You'll say I'm wrong. If you're not wrong, you'll say I'm not wrong. But therefore you won't be biased by the fact that you always want to be right. And this is very important in order to see the truth. And why here Rabbi Nachman brings that? Because it seems to me that before that he saw, at some point you'll have an intellect that you'll be able to process and to intellectualize and to understand some things, and therefore you'll understand them. But if you have the fact that you always want to be right, even those things you won't be able to accept them and to see them. But once you took that out of your heart, then when you'll have strong faith in things and you'll see them, you'll be able always to balance and to see what is true and what is not true, what to be able to really always have beliefs which are very strong and very true also, because you'll not be biased by your desire always to be the right person and to be right and to win. Okay, and this is written in Torah 122. Okay, hi guys, I hope you liked it, that it helped you. If you like it, please forward it on the social media in order that the Torah of Rabbi Nachman should be spread out in the nowadays in the internet and in the world, and we should have always the merit to continue